guys, what's up and welcome back to my channel. My name is Cassie Ray and I'm very thankful that you are here. Today we have already kind of got dressed, got ready, done all this stuff, and laundry's already going. We've already had breakfast, everything like that, read the word. Now my mom is going to come over in a couple of minutes and we're going to have coffee together, so I just brewed us some coffee and that's...
What are you doing?
I'm talking to the camera. What are you doing?
That's you.
That's you. So that's pretty much what we're going to be doing today. It's our normal Monday routine. I will be taking you guys along with me. We don't have any play dates or anything like that, so we're just going to be staying home, which is wonderful. But yeah, and hopefully throughout this video I'll be able to share with you my working mom hacks and tips to allow yourself to have a smooth week as much as possible, and how I prep on the weekend and in the evening and in the morning and all that kind of stuff. So if you like any of that, please give it a thumbs up, like, and subscribe, and let's just get into it. I'm very excited to be here today. We have a pretty much packed schedule, like our normal Monday packed schedule. We just don't have a play date, but other than that, everything else is the same. I'm very thankful to be here, and I will talk to you about today's sponsor, which is We Sponsor, a little bit later on in this video. Hello guys, it's a little bit later. We just went ahead and I had coffee with my mom. My dad ended up coming over because he throws his trash over here at our dumpster, and then he ended up staying for a little bit and talking and helping me with the sink thing that I have in there, that I'm trying to hook up that I don't know how to do. And so that's what we're doing. That's what he was helping me with. And then I went ahead and made us lunch for lunch, and we had steak and like leftover steak. I had a steak salad. Jace had steak, watermelon, and crackers and cheese. So that's pretty good for a toddler, I would say. And so we're gonna clean up all of this. I'm gonna bring our waters with us and our drinks, and then we're gonna go drop off some stuff to Daddy. He forgot some stuff, and so I'm going to go drop that off to him because he totally forgot about a major event that was happening after work, and so he needs a change of clothes and his uniform and all that kind of stuff. So we're gonna go ahead and do that. Yeah, I have to change a dirty diaper before we leave because toddlers always do that before you leave. And then we are going to, hopefully he's probably gonna go down for a nap in the car because he said he's a little bit sleepy. He told me that, so that's what we're gonna do. But yeah, that's pretty much the game plan as of today. And then once we get back, if he is asleep, I am going to go ahead and do some work and some homemaking and some cleaning, all of the little tasks that I need to do for today that I have on my to-do list that I've been starting and stopping, but I always like to host people if I can. So that's what I did. But I don't have that much stuff to do to where I feel like I'm super overwhelmed. So we're just gonna go ahead. I'm gonna pack you guys with us, get him ready, and we're gonna leave. because that means I just get to set him in and get started on some work. So I'm gonna bring everything in from the car. I'm gonna bring, well, I'll bring him in first, bring in everything from the car, and then I'll start on some extra work and tell you about today's sponsor. Alright guys, now on to today's video sponsor, WeSponsor. I wanted to thank them so much for sponsoring today's video. What is WeSponsor? WeSponsor is an app that you can download and helps micro-influencers get sponsored posts for their Instagram and for their YouTube channel and Facebook, TikTok, things like that. They allow you to be able to have all the different options and capabilities of having sponsorships without having to have a huge following. And they also don't charge for their program, so you don't pay a monthly fee at all for their help in finding sponsorships. You just apply for them, you wait, and then you see what you can get. And it's something that I've been using for years. It's one of my favorite things, and honestly one of my tips and hacks for micro YouTubers, because I've been a micro YouTuber for a really long time. I now have started to branch out and have people email me now because I have quite a larger following than what I did whenever I first started. But even whenever I first started, I was able to make money off of YouTube, Instagram, all the different things, because I actually got sponsorships through WeSponsor. So I am going to leave a link in the description box below, and I'm also going to post it right here where you can get WeSponsor, and I am going to allow you, or it allows you to download it for free, and then it just lets you know that I sent you. And what that means is that then they know that you guys saw it from my video. And so thank you so much for WeSponsor for sponsoring this video, and I hope that you guys will like this app and use it frequently, because I do all the time. So there's that. I'm actually going to get on the app right now because I have to do some work. I have some sponsorships that I'm planning with WeSponsor, which is wonderful and amazing. And so I'm going to go ahead and apply for some. And then I'm also going to see, I have all of these that are active right now. And so those are the ones that I am using right now. So let's look at some of them. I have some from Frida Baby, Arm & Hammer, Level, which is a kind of like an Apple, sorry. It's kind of like an Apple lock kind of thing. I have more Frida Baby items, Rowenta, or Walmart, which is the steamer for that, and then another Frida Baby option. I have applied to all of these. And some of them you might see in an upcoming video. And then I have completed all of these, and they keep it all up to date for you. So all you have to do whenever it comes to tax season is just print it out, show it, and that's it. And that's amazing in comparison to a lot of the other companies that you would have to pay to use. And then even then you would still have to make sure that you have all your ducks in a row for that. So I'm very thankful for this company. I think they're amazing, and I'm going to leave my link again in the description box below, as well as up on the screen. And thank you again for WeSponsor for sponsoring this portion of today's video. So actually something else that I was going to do today is go through all of my clothes and all of my bags and all of my stuff, and anything that doesn't fit me anymore that I still have from before I had my son, I'm going to toss and get rid of. Any shoes that I have that I don't like anymore, I'm going to toss and get rid of, as in like don't fit me anymore, or are broken or something like that. Like I keep holding on to this stuff for no reason. So that's a huge portion of what we're going to be doing while he naps, minus working. So I need to get my work done first, because that's number one, because I need to get paid, you know what I'm saying? And then after we're done, if he's still sleeping, I'm going to go through my closet, I'm going to pick everything, and then I am going to list it on Poshmark which I just made a profile on because I used to have one, but then I deleted it because I never used it anymore. But I am actually planning on selling a lot of stuff that's in there because I don't use it anymore, and it's still really good quality. Like, I want someone to have it that cares. So I might leave my Poshmark down below, so that way you guys can go ahead and like purchase any of the items that you see that you want. So that way, that's good. You know what I'm saying? So anyways, I'm going to go ahead and do that. It's 2 o'clock right now, but I need to do some work. It's probably gonna take me like at least 2 hours to do work. And then if he's still asleep or just up and happy, I probably will go through my closet and see what I can purge. Hello guys, so it's been a little bit since the last time that I talked to you guys. I finished work, took me a little bit longer than usual. Then I did some cleaning, and then I also did go through and take out a lot of my clothes, and I did start listing them on Poshmark. Be careful. Did start listing them on Poshmark, so that's really fun. And then I went outside for a little bit just to breathe and get some fresh air. And then I woke my son up because he took an extremely long nap, or was about to. So I woke him up. And now we're just gonna play and hang out. I changed into some comfy clothes because if you guys work from home or if you just work overall, changing into your comfy clothes after you're done with work is just nice. It's just really nice. And today, again, work takes a little bit longer some days than usual. Usually it takes me about 2 hours-ish. But today it took me like 2 and like 15 minutes, which is not terrible, but that's kind of what we have. Did you see those? What are those? Careful. Mommy found those in the quarters that we had in the change. Yeah. And then I also did collect all the change, so that way whenever we go to those aren't earplugs. Whenever we go to town tomorrow, I will have change to get cashed out. So that's what we're gonna be doing. Tomorrow's gonna be a very busy day, and my husband has an event tonight for work. Well, I guess going on right now, and then he will also have something else. I always vlog on Mondays, so if it seems like I'm always doing everything on my own, on Mondays I do, because my husband always has events on Monday, so it just takes a lot longer and it's more work on me on Mondays usually, and I just always vlog on Mondays because I feel like I have the most content, things like that. On top of that, I wanted to go over some of the tips that I have for moms. This can work. I see it rolls. This is good for all stages. I have literally had every single type of job, change, shift time, all kinds of stuff since having my son, so I've pretty much been a mom through all of it. I've been a working mom. I've been a working mom that's in school. I have done literally. I see it. It's so cool. It rolls. Its weight makes you nice and strong. And all of these seem to work in every season of my life, so I figured I would share them with you because I do feel like it helps quite a bit. Jace, you want to go outside? You want to go play outside?
Yes.
Okay. Well, let's get some clothes on and let's go outside. Tip number 1, wake up before your children. Even if you don't work and you're just a stay-at-home mom, not just, if you are a stay-at-home mom and you value your child being home with you, this will still work. Wake up before your kid. Put your house on a schedule, like cleaning-wise. And that way on the weekend, if you're a working mom, you don't have to... Yes, and you are going to need to get some pants. So let me help you get some pants, okay? So my first tip for you is to wake up before your kids. I usually drink 2 glasses of water before that point. Or not before that point, but upon waking up, I use my sound... What is it? So I will wake up, and upon arrival, I will wake up using this alarm clock. This is the... what kind of alarm? Sunrise alarm clock. I love them. They are amazing. And it's birds chirping and it's really beautiful. So I wake up to that. I will go into the kitchen. I will get 2 glasses of water. And don't add ice because I kind of drink these pretty quickly. And then after that, I'll either throw a load of laundry in, or I will switch a load or do something like that with laundry. Get that out of the way. Then I will also pack my husband's lunch. I do that. And then after that, I have free time. I don't do anything that's like strenuous. It makes my mind think really hard. I just like to relax and to hang out. I watch a YouTube video that I like to watch or want to watch. Not anything educational, just for fun. And then after that, I will then go into my creative space of like journaling and reading the Bible, and that really fills up my cup creatively. And then I will check my planner, and then from there I will start tackling things that I need to do before my son wakes up. Things like paying a bill, or getting a bill taken care of, or figuring something out, calling someone. All of those things I will do. Filling out forms that need to be filled out, all of that stuff that just kind of gets in the way whenever a child is awake. Usually I can make phone calls and stuff like that throughout the day. He is trained to know to be quiet during a phone call. So usually I don't have to worry about that. And then what else? That's pretty much like my morning stuff that I think is really important. The next thing is planning out your outfit the night before. That always seems to help in the morning. Get everything taken care of. Prep as much as you can the night before. It helps so much in the morning. Next tip I have for you all is to have your meals prepped and thought out, and also take your meat and thaw it out for the week. That seems to just really help, because I will either forget to thaw it out whenever I was working outside of the home, or something like that. So I will either take it out for the whole entire week, or I'll just take it out for a couple days at a time, so that way I'm not wasting anything if I don't end up eating it. But then I'll check my planner again, make sure I have the right meal. I will take it out. And then I have my son on a schedule, so usually he will wake up at 7:30, or not 7:30. He will usually wake up around 6:15. He will play in his room until 7:30, or at least 7. And then he can come out of his room. The hatch will turn green, and that means that he can come out of his room. He will come play in the living room and hang out with me and all that kind of stuff. But that just ensures me enough time to get everything done that I need to get done that's quiet. Sometimes I'll do a little bit of work at this time if I need a little more extra time on like podcasts or anything like that I want to do. Because sometimes he doesn't take naps. Sometimes he does more quiet time. So all of that is kind of setting in the morning, is kind of setting him up for having a good quiet time in the afternoon, or nap or something like that. So there's that. Sometimes he does sleep into 7:30, which is great, which is what he did today. And then he also still took a nap. So that's something that, just depends on him. Everyone's different. Everyone's tired more at one point than another. So that's all normal for me in our household. But he'll get up at 7:30. I then will have breakfast. Well, I'll play with him for the whole first hour I devote to him. Doesn't matter. I know that if you work out of the home, you cannot do that because my commute was that long. So I wasn't able to do that. But now that I do, I spend time with them. I highly recommend, again, waking up before your kid, even if you do work outside of the home. So that way you can spend some time with them before you leave. So that way their little cups are filled. And then, yeah. 1 second, I need to change this. All right, my next tip is to make sure that you have all of like your grooming and self-care done the day, like during the weekend. So like for me, I like to have my nails done. That's not always, but I try to make it a point to do it now that I'm home and I can actually paint them. Meaning like at my last job, I wasn't even able to paint them because I was working in the food industry and you can't have painted nails. But now that I'm home and I work from home, I can do it. And so I like to have my nails painted. I like to have my eyebrows waxed or trimmed, or all of whatever it needs at that time. Any other type of facial hair removed. I like to have all of that taken care of, just so that way during the week I feel set up and I feel really good. I like shave my legs and all that kind of stuff. Obviously you can touch it up throughout the week, but at least you have one day where you take time to do that. I also do a hair mask during that time. I do all that kind of stuff on the weekend, so that way during the week I don't have to think about it. Not because it matters and not because it's like a major deal, but it does matter to me, and I like to feel good and I like to feel like somewhat put together and and like happy. And so that's why I get dressed every day and everything like that, just because it makes me feel good. It makes me feel energized. It makes me want to do really good for the day. So having that kind of done and taken care of is really good for me. So that's that. What else? Have a plan for the week. I plan out the whole entire week on Sunday, so that way I know what I'm getting myself into on Monday. And I do allow a lot of time for wiggle room, meaning like if my husband needs me to drop off something like today and it was like spur of the moment because he forgot, I can go ahead and do that and not feel so behind for the day. And so that's what I like to do. I like to make sure that I have everything kind of set up for that. The next thing I do is start curating a grocery list for the next week. So as I go throughout the whole entire week, once we start using up one thing, I'll write it down. So like, let's say we finish the ketchup, I will go ahead and write that down on somewhere on a piece of paper. Usually it's in my planner. And then that way I know for the next grocery list, I have everything set up. I've done that since before we even had kids. It was just something that we always did and really liked. So I continued that. The next thing I like to do is to email anyone back, get back to anyone midday. I also like to clean midday. Again, I like to put my house on a schedule. If you want to know more about that, I think I talked about that in my last video, but I keep everything on a schedule just because it makes more sense for me. And I'm primarily the sole person taking care of my home. My husband will help if I ask, but physically he's not really here a lot during like the weekends or the evenings. So that's usually the time that I like to do that kind of stuff. So that's what I do. I plan out my meals. I have everything set up to where I have a consistent routine. That's the next step, is have as a consistent routine as possible, and all of that kind of stuff. What else? That's pretty much all of my main tips that I have. I find that this helps most. Oh, have a really good supplement routine. That's the next one. I take Juice Plus. I love them. I will link them in the description box below. If you want to do the business side of it, I have done the business side of it and I really, really love it. And it has provided really good financial security for our family. And so if you're interested in that, please let me know. I will leave the link down below to purchase your supplements. Or if you'd like to become a partner, you can email me and I will leave that down below as well. But anyways, supplementing is so important because that helps you have fuel for your day. It helps you feel good and it makes you feel just energized and just so much better. So if you have never taken quality supplements or know anything about that, then you need to try it because it would make you feel much better. My next tip is, once you are like, whether you work from home or a stay-at-home mom, or if you work outside home, again, dress for success. So if you want to feel better, you need to look better, and in order, like, if you look better, typically you do better. So always get dressed, always feel good, always brush your teeth, always do all that kind of stuff. That way you feel good. I guess that's all my tips for moms and routines. Make sure you take time to really set yourself up for success. So for me, my morning routine is super crucial because I have time with my husband in the morning. I pack his lunch and I talk to him and we hang out. And then once he leaves, then I spend time, just free time. Like, there's no rules. There's no, like, I need to be doing this, that, and the other. I just hang out and I watch videos I want to watch. And that way I feel like I filled my cup with free time. What's wrong, bub? Not working?
Yes.
Okay. I feel like I set myself up well because I actually have like free time, because the evening and the bath routine and the bedtime routine and just like all the routines tend to get a little bit lengthy, especially in the evening when you want to relax and rest. So I usually get that rest and relaxation and rejuvenation in the morning because it is my time to enjoy and to just refuel myself. So I do that. And that's it. That's really all I have. And then just having like your go-to simple jewelry that you can always go to, right? This sounds really silly, but again, like I mentioned, if I feel good, then I'm gonna do well. And so what I like to do is have like my go-to jewelry. So like my class ring, this gold necklace, these earrings, and then like my wedding ring. That's very simple. That's something that I wear every single day. Unless I come up with something better, then I use that and I wear that. But at least this is like simple enough to where I feel really good. I've got something on. Oh, and I keep this bracelet. It's like a little gold bracelet with my watch, and that just makes me feel put together. It makes me feel good. So typically I do a lot better, and I am way more productive if I do that. But it starts with giving yourself some grace, and so that's what that morning time is for me, where I get to just relax and not do anything. Instead of doing it in the evening, try it in the morning if you can't get it in the morning. I mean, in the evening, because in the evening I found myself trying to cram in me time and try to cram in watching a fun video that I wanted to watch or something like that. And I couldn't because I had too much stuff going on. I had dinner time, cooking dinner time, cleaning up dinner, bath time, bedtime. Even if I have help, it seems like the race is so quick in the evening that I just decided to wake up early one day and just to give myself 30 minutes to do nothing specific at all, and just rest and relax and cozy up in a nice blanket. So if you guys are interested in knowing more about that, kind of like what my morning routine looks like, now that I have it more nailed down and I'm not working nights anymore, I'm working days, please let me know. My comments are turned off just for personal reasons, but if you want to like let me know on email or other platforms, feel free to do that. But I am checking off for the rest of the night. Thank you guys so much for coming back to this channel. I hope that it was beneficial, helpful, slightly entertaining in a way, and I will talk to you guys in my next video. Please give me any ideas that you have, or if you would really like to see a morning routine, I would love to do that for you. So I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and I'll talk to you in my next one. Bye. Also, if you have not checked out my new YouTube channel, it's called Thrifty Nutrition. It is where I talk about all things health and nutrition on a budget, as well as a little bit of food safety here and there. If you guys are interested in that, please go check it out. I will leave a link for that in the description box as well as in the cards, because I want you guys to check it out. I think it's really helpful. A lot of you guys have already went over there, which I think is great, but we can always use more, and we can always be thankful. And I think it's really awesome to have moms and dads feel really confident in their success with their nutrition, and being able to do it affordably is always the key. So I will leave all of that information down below. Bye.